Our learners, we are now in week 3, solving real-life problems involving GCF and LCM of two given numbers.
In your previous lesson, you have experienced solving a word problem using the 4-step plan. You have learned how to find what is asked in the problem given, how to use appropriate operation, as well as making a model to help you visualizing the problem. You also learned the importance of checking or looking back to see if your final answer is justifiable and your solution is correct. This time, you will continue solving word problem to develop your critical thinking skills. After going through this lesson, you are expected to apply your learnings in finding the GCF and LCM through solving a real-life word problems involving GCF and LCM of the given numbers. And now, let us read and analyze the word problem below. Let us observe how it is solved using the 4-step plan. Here is the problem. There are 2 bells in the school. The bell 1 is for the grade 1 to 3, while the bell 2 is for the grade 4 to 6. The bell 1 and 2 are rung once every 30 minutes and the other or bell B at every 50 minutes. If they are rung together at 7 o'clock in the morning, at what time they will be next rung together for their recess? To understand what is asked in the problem, the time that the bell rang together. What are the givens? Bell A are rung after 30 minutes, bell B are rung after 50 minutes, and to plan, how will I solve the problem? By finding the LCM or least common multiple. To solve, how is the solution done? It can be through listing method. Multiples of 30, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. While 50, 50, 100, 150. Then, the LCM of 30 and 50 is 150. It can be through prime factorization. Factors of 30, 2 times 3 times 5. Prime factors of 50, 2 times 5 times 5. Kaya ang naging LCM nila ay 150. It can be through a model or illustration. 7 a.m. or 7 o'clock in the morning, sabay na tumunog ang bell 1 at bell 2. Bell 1 rang every 30 minutes and bell 2 rang every 50 minutes. Anong oras kaya tumunog uli ng sabay ang dalawang bells? Since the bell 1 rang at every 30 minutes and bell 2 is rang at 50 minutes, then the least number of minutes required for the 2 bells to be rung together is the LCM of 30 and 50. The LCM of 30 and 50 is 150. Therefore, the 2 bells will be rung together after 150 minutes or 2 hours and 30 minutes. Since 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, both bells will be next rung at 7 o'clock in the morning plus 2 hours and 30 minutes, and that is 9:30 in the morning.
While task 1, Solve the following problem using the 4-step plan. Use the concept of GCF in its problem. Number 1. Elaine has a rectangular gift wrapper that measures 30 centimeters by 25 centimeters. She wants to cut it into square sheets of same size to be used in her album. What is the possible measure of a square sheet side which will not have a leftover? What is asked? Measure of a square sheet. Given 30 centimeters by 25 centimeters. How will you solve the problem? Find the GCF. How is the solution done? Using listing method. Use all the factors of 30, 1 times 30, 2 times 15, and 5 times 6. Well, 25, 1 times 25, and 5 times 5. And the GCF is 5. 5 centimeters. Number 2. One would like to make 96 notebooks, 84 pencils, and 125 papers among grade 4 students of Danao Elementary School. If he wants to distribute it equally to selected students, how many students will receive those items? How many of each kind can each student gets? What is asked? Number of students received and number of times each student gets. Given 96 notebook, 84 pencils, 125 papers. Plan. How will you solve the problem? And the GCF. How is the solution done? Using continuous division. 96, 84, and 120. Those are divisible by 2. 96 divided by 2, 48. 84 divided by 2, 32. 120 divided by 2, 60. 48, 42, and 60 are divisible by 2. 48 divided by 2, 24. 42 divided by 2, 21. 60 divided by 2, 30. 24, 21, and 30 are divisible by 3. 24 divided by 3, 8. 21 divided by 3, 7. 30 divided by 3, 10. 2 times 3 times 3 equals 12. So, 12 students. And 8 notebooks, 84 pencils, and 10 pad papers. Number 3. Rihanna has 30 pieces of bananas, 48 pieces of batties, and 36 pieces of chicos. She wants to put them equally in the plastic bag. How many possible number of each fruit will be placed in the plastic bag? What is asked? Possible number of each fruit placed in plastic bag. Given 30 banana, 48 apples, and 36 chicos. How will you solve the problem? Find the GCF. How is the solution done? Using continuous division of 30, 38, and 36. Those numbers are divisible by 2. 40 divided by 2, 20. 48 divided by 2, 24. 36 divided by 2, 18. 20, 24, and 18 are divisible by 2. 20 divided by 2, 10. 24 divided by 2, 12. 18 divided by 2, 9. Therefore, 2 times 2 equals 4. So, learning task 2. Solve the following problems using the 4-step plan. Use the concept of LCM in its problem. Number 1. A lighthouse 1 flashes its light every 15 minutes. A lighthouse tube flashes every 18 minutes. If the two lighthouses flash together at 1 a.m., what time they will next flash together? What is asked? Time will next flash together. Given 15 minutes and 18 minutes. How will you solve the problem? Finding the LCM. How is the solution done? Using continuous division of 15 and 18. 15 and 18 are divisible by 3. 15 divided by 3, 5. 18 divided by 3, 6. So the answer is 3 times 5 times 6 equals 90. Or 1 hour and 30 minutes. Therefore, the time they will next flash together, 2:30 a.m. Number 2. The length and width of rectangular lot are 108 meters and 134 meters. Trees are planted at equal distance along the sides of the lot. What is the total number of trees planted? What is asked? Total number of trees planted. Given 108 meters and 134 meters. You can solve by finding the LCM. How is the solution done? Using continuous division of 108 and 134. Those are divisible by 2. 108 divided by 2, 54. 134 divided by 2, 72. 54 divided by 2, 27. 72 divided by 2, 36. 27 and 36 are divisible by 3. 27 divided by 3, 9. 36 divided by 3, 12. 9 and 12 are divisible by 3. So 9 divided by 3, 3. 12 divided by 3, 4. 4, 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 and times 4 equals 432. Number 3. Leo visits the regional office once every 2 days. Ethan visits once every 4 days, while JP visits once every 6 days. They all meet 1 day in the office. After how many days will they meet together again at the regional office? What is asked? Number of days will meet together again. Given 2 days, 4 days, and 6 days. How will you solve the problem? Find the LCM. How is the solution done? Using continuous division of 2, 4, and 6. 2, 4, and 6 are divisible by 2. So 2 divided by 2, 1. 4 divided by 2, 2. 6 divided by 2, 3. So 2 times 1 times 2 times 3 equals 12. Number 4. The box of candies is shared equally among 9, 12, or 18 children. There are always 6 candies left. Find the smallest number of candies in the box. What is asked? Smallest number of candies. Given 9, 12, and 18 children. How will you solve the problem? Find the LCM. How is the solution done? Using continuous division for 9, 12, and 18. Those are divisible by 3. 9 divided by 3, 3. 12 divided by 3, 4. 18 divided by 3, 6. 4 is divisible by 2. 10 down 3. 4 divided by 2, 2. 6 divided by 2, 3. So, 3 are divisible by 3. 3 is divisible by 3. So, 3 divided by 3, 1. bring down 2, then 3 divided by 3, 1. Answer, 3 times 2 times 3 times 1 times 2 times 1 equals 36. Then plus 6 equals 42. Number 5. 3 bells ring at intervals of 12 minutes, 20 minutes, and 24 minutes, respectively. If they start by ringing together, after how long will they all ring together? What is asked? How long will ringing together again? Given 12 minutes, 20 minutes, and 24 minutes. How will you solve the problem? Find the LCM. How is the solution done? Using continuous division of 12, 20, and 24. 12, 20, and 24 are divisible by 2. 12 divided by 2, 6. 20 divided by 2, 10. 20 divided by 2, 12. 6, 10, and 12 are divisible by 2. 6 divided by 2, 3. 12 divided by 2, 5. 12 divided by 2, 6. 3 and 6 are divisible by 3. So 3 divided by 3, 1. Bring down 5. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So 2 times 2 times 3 times 1 times 5 times 2 equals 120. 120 minutes. Learning task 3. Solve the following problem using the 4-step plan. Use the concept of Gcf or LCM in its problem. Number 1. There are always 4 bars of chocolate left. 10 bags of chocolate shared equally among 8, 10, or 2, or 12 children. Find the smallest number of chocolates in the box. What is asked? The smallest number of chocolate in the box. Given 4 bars, 8, 10, or 12 children. How will you solve the problem? Find the LCM. And how is the solution done? Using continuous division for 8, 10, and 12. 8, 10, and 12 are divisible by 2. 8 divided by 2, 4. 10 divided by 2, 5. 12 divided by 2, 6. 4 and 6 are divisible by 2. 4 divided by 2, 2. Bring down 5. 6 divided by 2, 3. So, 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 3 equals 120. Plus 4 equals 124. Number 2. There are 117 boys and 135 girls joined in the field trip. The teacher in charge decided to group them. If each group will have equal number of members, how many groups can be formed from all students joined in the field trip? But it's asked, groups can be formed from all students. Given 117 boys and 135 girls. How will you solve the problem? And the GCF. How is the solution done? Using continuous division of 117 and 135. 117 and 135 are divisible by 3. 117 divided by 3, 39. 135 divided by 3, 45. 39 and 45 are divisible by 3. 39 divided by 3, 13. 45 divided by 3, 15. So 3 times 3 equals 9. 9 groups. Number 3. If a certain number of grade 4 students shared 28 or 49 still books in mathematics, there are remainders of 4 and 3 books. What is the largest possible number of students? What is asked? Largest possible number of students. Given 28 or 39 books, 4 and 3 books. How will you solve the problem? Gcf. How is the solution done? List down the factors of each number. So 28 minus 4 equals 24. Factors of 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Then 39 minus 3, 36. Factors of 36, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, and 36. And the answer is 12. Volume task 4. Solve the following problem. Write the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. A number is divisible by 24, 42, and 60. Find its smallest possible value. (24), 42, and 60 are divisible by 2. 24 divided by 2, 12. 42 divided by 2, 21. 60 divided by 2, 30. 12, 21, and 30 are divisible by 3. 12 divided by 3, 4. 21 divided by 3, 7. 30 divided by 3, 10. 4 and 10 are divisible by 2. 4 divided by 2, 2. Bring down 7. 10 divided by 2, 5. 2 times 3 times 2 times 2 times 7 times 5 equals 480. Equals 840. Number 2. There are the same remainder 3 when 135, 111, and 87 is divided by a certain number. Find the largest possible value of this number. So 135 minus 3, 132. 111 minus 3, 108. 87 minus 3, 84. And those numbers are divisible by 2. 132 divided by 2, 66. 108 divided by 2, 54. 84 divided by 2, 42. 66, 54, and 42 are divisible by 3. 66 divided by 3, 22. 54 divided by 3, 18. 42 divided by 3, 14. 22, 18, 14 are divisible by 2. 22 divided by 2, 11. 18 divided by 2, 9. 14 divided by 2, 7. 2 times 3 times 2 equals 12. Number 2. Mr. Ethan has a land that measures 42 meters by 60 meters into equal squares. What should be the size of largest square? 42 and 60 are divisible by 2. 42 divided by 2, 21. 60 divided by 2, 30. 21 and 30 are divisible by 3. 21 divided by 3, 7. 30 divided by 3, 10. 6 times 6 equals 36. Number 3. Mr. Lasso would like to divide his class for their math project. There are 32 girls and 24 girls in the class. How many possible groups can he make if he wants to group them with the same number of boys and girls and no remainder? 32 plus 24 equals 56. Factors of 56, 1 times 56, 2 times 28, 4 times 13, 7 times 8. Number 4. If Mr. Lasso chose the highest possible group that he can make, how many girls and boys will be in each group? Number 5. Security A runs every 2 minutes and 20 seconds in the gate 1. Security B runs every 1 minute and 30 seconds in the gate 2. If they conduct rounds at the same time, after how many minutes they will run together again? 130 and 100 are divisible by 2. 130 divided by 2, 70. 100 divided by 2, 50. 70 and 50 are divisible by 2. 70 divided by 2, 35. 50 divided by 2, 25. 35 and 25 are divisible by 5. 45 divided by 5, 7. 25 divided by 5, 5. 2 times 2 times 5 times 7 times 5 equals 700. Or 11 minutes and 40 seconds.